Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Michael and this is my cycle. I've got three bikes I like to tinker with. The DRZ 400, I've got a Harley Davidson FLHR Road King, and I've got a CBR 1000F, which is a future project. Today I'm going to put in some lowering linkages, or dog bones as they're called. As you can see, I'm 6'1" and the bike's just a fraction higher for me. So what I'm going to do is put in 70mm lowering linkages. That should give me about 50 or 60mm lower seat, so I can mount it easy enough. This is just too high, and as I said, I'm 185 centimeters or 6'1", and it's just that fraction high, especially for someone my age. So let's get into it. Wow, and for any of you that just caught that, my camera just fell off the work platform. Thus the reason you have protective screens, so I had to go change my protective screen. I have a GoPro Hero 8, and it's the only model that you can't change the screens. They say it's got a toughened glass window in it, or toughened glass in it, but always have protective screens. It hit the only loose piece of gravel I've got on my garage floor, and naturally that's what it connected with and broke. So now that's over and done with, I'll put the other bracket on. Washer first, line it up. Because the chain's on this side, it's kind of a little bit of manoeuvring and wiggling around, but it goes in fairly easy still. I'm actually surprised how easy this is. I'm not a mechanic by trade, I'm a chef, so I'm learning as I go with you guys, and it all seems to be going really well, which is a bit surprising. There's a little collar inside these. Just make sure when you put it on the right way around. So as I said, there's a recess just here where the washer goes in, so it'll sit up there. Now where did I put the other one? So there's a bush just inside each of these units that I'm putting on. So that goes bush side in. I'm not sure if you can see that. Put both the washers in, bush on, and retighten. Again with the 17mm spanners. Just looking at this chain, I might need to adjust my chain as well, because it appears to have made it a little bit loose, but I'll check that once I have it on its own weight. I don't know if you saw me do it, but I'll put a little bit of Loctite on these as well. A little bit of blue Loctite. Just in case. Wow, and for all intents and purposes, that's done. So I'll lower it down onto its own weight and see where we go from here. No, that chain still looks pretty good. A little bit of play, so I might adjust it a fraction, but overall I'm thinking it's pretty good. So with a little bit of deliberation, I've decided to tighten the chain while I've got it up on the hoist. It's got a cam there to make adjustment easy, and it's 24mm bolt this side, and it's a 22mm bolt the other side. So, I've got a spanner on one side and a socket on the other. And that's pretty easy to undo. So the other side is attached to the bolt. This side I'll give a bit of a tap down to. So just under 6 by the looks of that. So 6 on both sides for this one, and that's good again. So just tighten it back up. Wow, so as you can see, that's dropped that down considerable amount. Originally it was 36 inches high, which is about 92 centimetres. And now taking a measurement, it's 34 inches, which is about 86 centimetres. So it's dropped to 6 centimetres, nearly 6 centimetres, and that's huge. I've adjusted the suspension slightly, so I don't know if this is going to be better or not, because now it seems it's a lot easier to get on, but I don't know if I'm going to have the recoil and it's going to bottom out. I suppose the best way to tell is to go for a ride. I've got 3 acres here with dam and bits and pieces and different areas to test it on, so I'll be able to get up and down and bounce it around and just see if I do bottom out before I take it out into the hills for a serious ride. As I said, I've put 5 centimetre dog bones on it. I think I mentioned earlier they were 7 centimetres, but they're actually 5 centimetres. So it has dropped considerably to what it was. It'll be interesting to see. So the only thing I can do is give it a ride and see how we go. I'll be back with you. Well, I was actually pleasantly surprised by that. I went up and over various mounds and jumps and bits and pieces, and I was remarkably surprised it didn't bottom out. It's a little bit soft, so I might have to adjust the suspension a bit, just tapping it up a little bit on the back end. I've adjusted the preload in bits and pieces, but I don't think that's going to be enough, so I'll have to pull the covers off and actually adjust the springs, just make it a little bit tighter. But it didn't bottom out, so that was nice. And overall it was quite comfortable, and it's so much easier to get on too as well. So I was struggling before to throw my leg over it, and now I can actually do it quite comfortably. So all in all, I think it was a successful operation. So there were 50mm lowering linkages I've put in, and it's dropped at about 2 inches. So it says it did what it says it was going to do, so I'm quite happy with that. I think they're about $40 a set, or the ones I bought. They were CNC cut. Unfortunately, they come out of China, as most aftermarket parts do now. But overall, it was a successful operation. I'll keep the other ones just in case I want to go back higher, or all of a sudden my weight loss works and I can throw my leg easier. I'm not quite sure, but I'll keep those. And so I'll see you out on the tracks. This is Michael, and you've been watching My Cycle. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and keep it twisted. Bye. Bye for now.